then at least I can send it to the people who haven't been able to make it, but who have said that they want to actively take advantage of the affiliate marketing program. Now, IM, as we know, has a fantastic marketing program for people who want to take advantage of it. It's not for everybody. However, I am a firm believer that you should not be referring people to anything unless you are seeing some kind of reward. I want to put this into perspective for you guys. I have been working as a kind of quote unquote influencer, I guess, for the past 7 years with Afro hair care companies. When I say to you that across the 7 years that I've been doing this, that I made more in 2 months of doing the IBO, that really puts things into perspective. Does that make sense? So if you're looking for another form of passive income to support your trading journey, then this one is a really, really kind of, not only is it a good one, but it's also one that's, you know, maintainable, as it's something that you're already engaging in, okay? And it's also incredibly lucrative. And one of the things I always say is, you know, fail to plan, you plan to fail. There is no point being within this organization for 2 years, 3 years, you know, and somebody says to you, oh, you're trading, I want to join too. You sign them up and you don't get rewarded for it. Do not let that time pass you by and you still be maybe P150 or not even got your 2 and 3, okay? Having said that, the more that I kind of am sharing this organization, the more that I grow, you guys have to grow. I cannot level up unless I help you guys individually level up. Does that make sense? That's how this organization works. So that, of course, we know it's not a pyramid scheme, but it also stops me taking advantage of you. So let's say, for example, Courtney's been working really hard, you know, sharing on her Instagram stories, letting the people know she's loving Forex. And if she, you know, signs up 12 people, I can't benefit from that. I'm not allowed to benefit from that, which is why this program is so effective. But if I continue to share, then it will automatically help you. So regardless of whether I grow, you will automatically be growing anyway, which is kind of nice. And we know that this is running alongside our Forex journey. I say to everybody, we are first and foremost traders. My priority as kind of the forefront of trade creators is to ensure that we have got strong, competent and successful traders within this organization. Hence why every single day you guys see me, I'm taking my trades, I'm on Go Live. We have to become a product of the product. Does that make sense? You have your trading journal. How can you springboard your trading account? Because trading with £200 we know is boring. But if you're being paid £250 per week passive by IM Academy, that money can go into your trading account. It's a lot easier to hit 10K when you're receiving that on a monthly basis. Okay? A lot of people join IM and they want to learn how to trade, and then they think, oh, when I'm a millionaire, then I'll build. No. By doing this, I am not asking you to become expert Forex traders in a month. I'm asking you to become leaders as you are going along your journey. You know, the masses can do what can be duplicated. The reason why you are slowly drip feeding your account is because I've shown you, or the IM educators have shown you how to duplicate their process to get their results. It just takes time. Okay. What can help us to get there faster is to take advantage of capital that is already available to us. This is where the investor mindset also comes into play. I think so much of the time we focus so much on our job, right? For those of you who maybe aren't freelance creatives and you're still working a 9 to 5 that you hate, you are spending so much more time focusing on your job than you do your own financial freedom. If you want to, what's the word? If you want to kind of break out of your financial cycle, something's got to change. Okay? We know our percentages per trade. We know what our daily risk is. We know what our daily targets are. What is that off of the charts as well for you? And a lot of people say, you know, I want to hit this amount before I start. There's no point waiting, because by the time you hit that point, time has passed you by and you need to decide, okay, I'm going to do this. So that we think, okay, instead of thinking I'm going to become platinum 1000 within a year, which is what I originally said to Des, he said, that's great. We're going to do it in 3 months. And that's absolutely what I did, only because I applied myself and I did what I was told. It felt uncomfortable. It felt scary. But that push took me to a place where I didn't know that I needed to be. So much so that I've become such a resilient person that nobody's opinions and nothing can shake me now. Before I started doing this, I was insecure as hell, right? And I think you guys can see that because you've been witness to my growth. For those of you who've been at the start of TC from the beginning, you've seen every single post I've created, every single video, every single Zoom call. You guys are the witness. So let that be an example. I would never ask you to do something that I didn't want to do, you know? So let that be an example to you. You're not going to be alone. But the thing is that when we go in, we start to embark on the IVO journey, is that at the start, we're full of fear. And that's okay, because fear just means that we are protecting ourselves, right? We're happy to share because, you know, we love learning how to trade. We love Tyrone. We love the scanners, bot, yeah. But we're scared of people's responses. But how's it going for you? But how much money have you made? Those are the scary questions, because we know that we're inclined to lie. When I say this, people ask you because they want to see if you lie, which is why whenever I've done this, we've always functioned with absolute transparency and integrity. So whenever people have, whenever people asked me back in the day, I said, right now, okay, let's say I've introduced it and that they've said to me, yeah, but how much money have you made? You've been doing this for 6 months. How much have you made? I say, you know what, right now, I'm so happy. I've been able to get on the property ladder and I'm actually living with my parents again. So I'm able to invest money and I've learned how to compound my money by 3% a day. It's so much fun. Do you want to learn how to do it too? That is more exciting to somebody than, oh yeah, I've made 16,000 in the space of a year. Don't set people up with unreachable expectations. Honesty and transparency. But we're not going to go into too much of that training today, because the nuggets that I've got for you guys in preparation for an incredibly prosperous year are coming now. Okay. I'm trying to think which order to say these in because I'm incredibly excited. Okay, I've kind of got 3 things. I'm going to try and hone it down into one because we've only got like 20 minutes. So on my last mentorship call that I had with Des, he said, what is your goal this year? And I said, I personally, want to hit Chairman 10 by end of this year, right? He said, okay, great. We're going to do that in 6 months. Scary, makes me feel uncomfortable, right? It means that I need to level up. But the reason why some of you have not been able to hit ranks is because I haven't done enough for you. And I need to take responsibility and accountability for the fact that I haven't done my bit to support you to hit P150, to hit P600, to hit P1000. Okay, so what I'm now going to be doing for the next few months is to be facilitating opportunities to increase your growth. Does that make sense? And by growth, I mean personal development, by alongside which the financial growth and platinum rank growth has to come. Does that make sense? So we know that March, we always call it March Madness, right? It's the highest rate of sign up for any year across the network marketing industry. We're going to be prepping for that time. It's also the 1-year anniversary of Trade Creatives at the end of March, which is redonkulous, okay? The amount that we've been able to achieve within a year has been absolutely staggering. Not only have we, taught people how to, access these international markets, but we've also made some incredible friends and, we're impacting lives every single day. Whether they're in this group or they're watching us on YouTube, we are impacting lives. We are the change makers for our industry, i.e. artists, and how we're doing things. Every day, every month that goes by, I only get stronger at how much artists need to know about this opportunity. Okay, so what we're going to do to mark the anniversary of Trade Creatives, we're going to be hosting our very own mega event. So the event that you saw today, 5 hours long, all of those educators, we are going to host our very own mega event in March, i.e. introducing to the arts world how important Forex is and how many people are doing it, how many people are loving it, and how they too can engage in this industry to maximize on their current resources to plan for a very profitable artistic future. Does that make sense? I want us to be creating so much noise that people across our industry feel like they have to be there or they're missing out. So with this, I have in line some tasks for you as well to give you guys some responsibility. As you've seen, we had educators, we had like Tyrone, we had Luke Longmire, we had some incredible educators on today. I want you to think about which educators you would like to see at our mega event. I think it's really important for people in our circle, our contemporaries, you know, dance colleagues that we have, whoever, to see, oh, my name's Katie and I'm loving Forex, I'm in Trade Creators, blah, blah, blah. Here's my teacher, my favorite teacher, and they're so accessible. And I've asked them to come and do a talk for you. Does that make sense? Yeah, Katie, go for it.
If we're talking our trading tutors.
Trading.
Yeah.
Trading.
As in, like, I could say, Patrick Kenny, are we talking this big?
Go live, baby.
Great.
So
cool.
Instantly, when I was thinking about this opportunity, I know that Agaliki has been following Lee Allen for an incredibly long time, and I'm giving Agaliki the responsibility to build a relationship with Lee Allen online so that she is able to request Lee Allen to join us for our mega event.
Can I add on something like that? Because, you know, Jessica, that conversation has already gone down since December, and that was something that I was planning to do, but I want that to be part of me. I don't want that to be part of the Trade Creatives as a big event. Does that make sense? Because it was something that I was doing for myself anyway before. I'm sure she's going to be happy to, in the space of 3 months, to come twice. So that's something that I can do, but I want the first time to be for me because I was planning that beforehand anyway. Is that okay?
Do you have a date in mind then for your first ever Crocus event?
No, because I was waiting, because this is, sorry to take that long, I'm going to be quick, but I realized I got FOMO the last few days from different reasons. I said that to Jessica as well for another reason, but I realized I haven't done events for myself. I'm doing my own calls and people are not necessarily coming because they don't know me yet, but no, I'm changing that. I am great. People don't know me, but they will learn me. But because they don't know me, I realized that my events, other people need to come. So I've contacted Kofi and Philip, and Jessica knew we would have this call today. This is why I didn't mention it before. And I'm going to make the events for myself. Regardless, I didn't know you were going to say that today because I realized the growth other people are doing. And I'm like, why the fuck am I not doing that? Why I haven't done it? I'm doing all this other work for myself. I'm inviting people. People don't know me. They don't come. I said that very fast, but resuming back. Yes, I've contacted Lee Allen for myself, and yes, she offered to come to do a call with me and train my team. But because of what Jessica said, and that's back in March, because that was only something for me and my brand, I want that to be a separate thing. But I'm more than happy to do it again. I'm more than happy to reach other people because personally, I have spoken to, outside of this call, FYI, Jessica, so let you know, it's Millie Mills, Davis, Brandon Boyd. These are people that I have personally talked to in Instagram in the past month and a half. So they know me already. So if there's somebody from those people that you want me to add them to start building the relationship with, more than happy, let me know.
Amazing. There we go, guys. This flyer is absolutely what I want to see. And also, like, the fact that you've already been planning your own mega events, you are a step ahead of me. Like, I need to take my hat off to you because the amount that you have been grinding and hustling, you know, I feel like it makes me want to work harder and work even more. So let's continue this conversation on another call because whatever support you feel like you might need with that, just let me know.
Okay? Yeah. I was planning to anyway. So yeah.
Amazing. So in the same way, guys, if there is an educator that you feel that you would love to have on this event to, you know, show your friends, show the people actually that we have these teachers who are human beings, who are relatable and who care about our growth, then I want us to do the work to build the relationships and to get them onto these calls. You know, Trade Creators is going to be an incredibly huge organization, and we can start kind of our legacy by building the relationships with these educators and proving that we've got a lot of ground here. So that is one of the things we're going to be doing our mega event. Okay, it's going to be incredibly exciting. For this, I'm going to, in preparation for this, let me say, in preparation for getting you guys to becoming the best leaders that you can be for that window, end of March, I'm going to be training you guys. Courtney, what did I miss? Don't worry, I'll catch you up. I am going to be training you guys. So this week, we're going to be having a leaders boot camp. Does that make sense? 8 p.m. every evening, I'm going to be covering specific areas with you to help you feel more confident, more comfortable about the whole kind of leadership process. Does that make sense?
Every day or every week?
Every day this week.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Every day this week, we're going to be doing the Leaders Bootcamp, where I'm going to do my absolute utmost to train you as much as I can so that you feel totally comfortable about the entire process, not only from sharing, not only from, you know, a social media perspective, but also inviting, teaching, and then also the sign-up process and launching. I was the person that didn't ask for Kofi's help. I didn't ask for Des's help. I wanted to do it all by myself, okay? Whilst that's commendable, it's not always the smartest idea, right? So I'm going to be facilitating that for you guys, sharing everything that I know and that I do, so that we can be sharing this opportunity to people with the highest integrity and, you know, in the best way possible, I think, in my opinion anyway.
Quick question on that one. If we're doing it every day, remember we have calls during the week that overlap on time. So Forex Basics, 8 o'clock.
I'm very well aware.
Okay.
I've got this planned within the infrastructure of this week. Okay. So
okay, gotcha.
Right. If you guys want to get those nuggets, I need to see you at 8 p.m. Okay. It's going to be a tough week, but if you want the wisdom, if you want the value, then just be there. Even if it's whilst you're having your dinner, I'm going to be relaying to you everything that I know. Day one is going to be network marketing explained. Okay. Network marketing explained. It can sometimes feel like a fuzzy area, a fuzzy industry. I'm going to be going into detail. What is network marketing? Why it's so great? And you know how you can actually be using it. Day two is social media SOS, going through all the different options that you can use for. Ooh, I'm just going to mute somebody. There we go. Sorry, Karen. Showing you guys all the different options available to you when it comes to sharing online. I always say to people, there is no point having Instagram or Facebook or anything if it's not making you money. It's just a scrapbook. It's time to be smart. Nobody is using social media anymore to share their dinner. Okay, so let's be smart. We use social media as our portfolio and we use it to help us make money. So this could be helpful for you within your artistic field as well as within your network marketing field as well. So that is Tuesday. Wednesday is going to be inviting. How I start conversations with people online and how I invite people to the Zoom calls, to one-to-ones, all of those things, which can feel a little bit scary, but it's actually a really, really simple part. Inviting. Thursday is going to be teaching. Now, you guys know that every Thursday at 8 p.m. I teach Forex Basics. I want you to come onto that class. Might have been a while for some of you since you did Forex Basics, but I learned how to teach by watching other teachers and writing down everything they said word for word. I promise you, when my kind of script that I've memorized for Forex Basics was Bryony Bender's that I literally copied and pasted from 6-7 months ago, right? Because it's duplication. Her framework was already there and it worked. So I took it, I literally wrote it down word for word super fast while she was talking, and I made it my own. So I want you to be there so that you can kind of get a grasp of how to teach and, you know, how to find your own source and your own flavor. Really, really important, so that you can start to become leaders, or you can start to become educators or teachers, or, you know, once you start to, you know, get your signups, if somebody asks you for help, you're going to be able to go through Forex Basics with them. You know, and Nikki, this might feel a little bit overwhelming for you in terms of like terminology. I want you to be there to push yourself in that respect, okay? Because in order to level up, you need to learn these things, and we've got some support in there for you to help with understanding terminology. Okay, so that's Thursday. Friday is launching. How to launch somebody, how to sign them up, and how to get them started. I'm really good at closing. I used to be that person that think I was a terrible closer, right? But the reason was because I put too much pressure on myself to get the close, to get the sale. And it sounds salesy, which is kind of like meh, but guys, we're in sales. We're in sales. And by thinking that we're in sales, it makes the journey a whole lot easier. There are people within trade creatives who do not have your mindset. They do not have the confidence. They don't believe in themselves. They do not want to take advantage of the affiliate program. That's fine. You are a person who knows that you can and knows that you will. So we have to think of ourselves as the marketers of trade creatives. So let's say TC was in a building, right? Let's say I was chief exec. Our roles would be digital marketing, you know, the marketing team. That is what we are. That's who we are. Marketing and sales. It's a lot easier doing it with Afro hair care products and clothes, because people don't care about that kind of stuff. As soon as it's Forex, everyone's freaking out. But once you learn how to do these skills, and they're skills, it's going to take time and practice, right? But it's going to become so easy. So much so that I know that you guys are crazy busy, and it feels like, you know, is the leadership program is taking up so much of my time? It won't, because it's going to feel like clockwork, you know? At the moment, it can, some of you who've been doing the 10 messages a day, it can feel quite laborious, right? That's just lifting a little 6 kg weight. And then that feels easy. And then we're going to start to lift some heavier weights, and then that feels easy, because we cannot start deadlifting until we've lifted the smaller weights. Does that make sense? Okay. And I think some of the things actually that was said today on the call, you know, who was the last guy? I didn't even write his name down, lol. But he said, if I told you that you would be a millionaire or have maybe 500,000 in your account if you just messaged 5,000 people, rest assured, we would all be messaging 5,000 people, double that, right?
Or more generally, as I had it to somebody from one of the trainings I'm doing, if you absolutely knew that you're going to be successful, do whatever it is success to you guys, it can be a rank, it can be a trading account, whatever. If you knew for certain, wouldn't you act differently? Wouldn't you talk differently? If you absolutely knew, what would you do differently?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
If you knew.
I love that. If you knew that you were going to get £1 million from messaging 5,000 people, would you do it? I've already started, right? With this framework, you cannot fail, promise you. Why? Because I did it. P1000, we know it, but then I slowed down because I became comfortable, right? That's something that I've had to negotiate with myself. It's a hard journey, but you cannot fail when the framework is there, when you've got mentors like we have around to support us and help us get there, okay? There have been people who have gone P2K within IM and then quit because they gave up. And then the people below them hit chairman. That's real, right? So don't be that person, okay? You've absolutely got this. And hang on, what did I say I was going to do? 1 second. Okay, no, that's fine. That is fine. So with that being said, with the mega event in mind, for the run up until this mega event, I've got an incentive for you guys. I'm trying to think about what's the best way to do this. Essentially, it's a challenge, okay? So I'm setting weekly challenges every single week for you guys as we're kind of going through our leadership bootcamp with me. For the first person who signs up 5 people, personally, 5 people, you will receive £100 from me direct into your trading account. And then the second person will receive £50, okay? 5, it's a nice small number. And then after that, after the mega event, there will be another incentive after that. I haven't decided what that's going to be yet. Maybe the first person to like P600.
Do we have a date for the mega event yet?
End of March. I believe it's the 28th of March, which is payday March.
So, see what day of the week that is. That's a Sunday.
Yes, amazing.
You want to do it on a Sunday?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So that's when the mega event is going to be. In preparation for that time, I'm focusing on building relations with Tyrone, but also Courtney. I know that you've got a really great rapport with him from your IG live. So if you want to be the person that's responsible for bringing on Tyrone, I'm going to give you that responsibility. Okay. But yeah, guys, the first person to hit 5 signups will instantly receive £100 from me. The next person will then receive £50 from me. And then we're going to have another one. I'm thinking maybe like £250 or £300 for the person who then gets maybe 10 signups after the March event. Really, really fun, really exciting, and a great opportunity to push you guys and get you to where you want to be. Okay. We're going to be doing mini events. So we're still doing the mini events with individuals, especially with the newbies. So that's going to be really, really helpful. Tamer's got hers coming up, and we've got a couple of more that are also happening. So just kind of keep your eye out for that. And also I'm going to be doing Instagram lives. So for anybody who wants to be interviewed on our Trade Creators IG live, let me know, because that is going to be really, really helpful. It also shows on your own Instagram story. Really great way to show the people that you're quite, confident in what you do and that you're able to speak about it in a really chilled way. It's all about relaying confidence in others. The reason why we're here is because we've been brave enough to take that step. Other people aren't as brave as you. So it's all about becoming an influencer within the Forex marketing industry. Become that influencer, become that go-to person. When everyone's freaking out about Bitcoin, they're going to come to Kieran to ask the questions because they know that he's been trading, because they've seen him post it on his Instagram story. Does that make sense? Be that influencer, be that reliable person that they want to turn to, and then get rewarded for helping somebody. We never know. That person could come in and do better than you. When I signed up, I didn't want it. I was the hardest person to close. Kofi says it all the time. I was horrible to talk to on the phone. I was that really, really tough person who kept saying, no, show me this, show me that. I didn't know that I needed this. And then when I started, it changed my life. So
can I say to back you, Jessica, I don't know if you remember really, really early on, I don't know, it would have been, early on for TC, I remember Des speaking about you being like, Kofi, where did you find Jessica? We need to find more people like that. And that made me think, like, imagine if we could keep finding, we've said this before, finding like-minded people and building a team of just like fire. But I really remember Des being like, where did you find Jessica? We need to find more of her.
And Kofi was like, I don't know. And you know what's hilarious? At the Canary Wharf event, Kofi was saying how he was shook because I started Trade Creators without telling him and without asking him. I want to find people that have so much fire, they just do it. We are those people. And I'm going to be there to support you every step of the way. It's going to be hard, and it's going to be, it's going to be a journey where you're going to be pushed, you're going to crumble, you're going to build back up again. But I promise you it's going to make you incredibly strong, and also it's going to make you incredibly profitable on and off the charts. And that is my priority, to get you guys who want it the most. It's my job to get you there. If you follow my framework and you trust me, I can get you there. Okay? So we're going to be starting our Sunday scrum now. We've got people in the waiting room. We've got a big week lined up. So get ready, come with your notes, because I'm going to be firing value at you guys. Get ready to start practicing things with our tasks and our challenges. And this is going to be the start of an incredible journey. Let's reverse engineer our March event. And then it's going to be all guns blazing from there. I want to see you guys minimum P600 by our March event, or after our March event. Okay, that is my aim, to get you there.
Jessica, what's going to be on 6th and 7th day of the boot camp?
That's it. The weekends are off.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, amazing, guys. Well done. If you have any more questions, write them down in preparation for tomorrow so that we can be going over anything else that you may need. Okay. Thumbs up if everyone's good with sparkly hands. Rudina, you good? I see you, girl. Yeah. We've got Turkey, we've got Poland, we've got Greece in the house, we've got Spain in the house. I am excited. We're going to blow up, guys. And having said that, I'm going to admit some of the other people in the room. So let's go.